Norton's panicky. I can literally see in the back of your head, I saw fear. Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest, gentleman, scholar, athlete, fantastic actor, and United States Marine. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Beaver!
Hello, agents.
He's tired. He's really tired. You had a red-eye flight last night?
I landed about 8:30 this morning.
Oh.
So I'm a little whipped.
Yeah.
But, you know, nobody really expects much out of me anyway, so this should be easy.
This should be a cakewalk. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Beaver!
Tell her to turn the lights off.
It's really bright. I think even with them off, it would be really bright. All right. Okay, well, thanks for coming out on a Tuesday afternoon, or whatever this is. I know most of you probably only showed up because my daughter Maddie is here somewhere. Oh, there she is. She's my reason for living and my reason for sometimes regretting it. Anyway, yeah, I'm delighted to be here in Oakland or Omaha, or no, we don't go to Omaha. Not after Rufus. I'm tired. So, how are you guys? No, individually. No, okay. Let's. I'm gonna stop trying to be entertaining and just. How about some questions? You got one?
Yes, I do.
Or did you just line up for the Heller?
No, I waited a year to ask this.
Oh wow.
So, this is sort of a combo question.
Uh-huh.
You're the guy, so stop underselling yourself. You are the guy who got to say the iconic sentence, "Family don't end in blood." Yeah. That sentence. I'm not done.
I'm sure you're not.
Defines the entire series, okay? Because that's how that's why all these people are here. So I want to know, when they first gave you those lines to read, if you had any idea what that one sentence was going to end up being.
The long answer is no. You know, so much of this show resulted in certain phrases or lines of dialogue or words that somehow caught on and resonated in some fashion. And they were almost all unexpected to me. When I got that line, I just thought, yeah, it's a good line for this scene. I don't think I thought much about it at all. It certainly didn't seem like something that was going to end up on T-shirts. And, but I'm really happy that it did because it's a positive line. It's a line that deservedly resonates far beyond the mere episode it was in. So yeah, I'm happy about it, but I didn't have a clue. But you know, I tried to talk him out of idiots, so what do I know? Idiots and balls. I didn't expect those to take off either, and it wouldn't have bothered me if they hadn't. But family don't in the blood it's a transcendent line. And it was only after being recorded on film saying it that I realized the power of it. So I'm very happy it caught on because I'm in some small way associated with a thought that means something to me and I think means something to a lot of people. So
Absolutely, absolutely.
thank you. I'm sorry?
Part two was going to be that, like, how do you feel now looking back? But you answered that.
Oh, okay.
Excellent.
I did?
Good job.
Oh, thanks. Hi,
How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
A little tired, but good.
Good.
So in the show, you kind of take on this role of Uncle Bobby, and it becomes so apparent how much like parenting and influence that you had on Sammy Dean as Bobby. And right now, a lot of transgender youth are kind of at risk and of needing to leave their homes and their families and places that they've known and seeking asylum and going to their own Uncle Bobbies. And I was wondering if you have any advice or know just kind of how that found family can help.
Wow. As my daughter will probably tell you, I'm the last person to go to for advice. I don't know that I have either a glib or a good answer to that, but I would say that for everyone who needs some sort of guidelight or positive influence in their life, there is somebody out there willing to be that. And so if you're that person who needs a mentor or needs a support person, just look around and see and evaluate the people you see and see who's doing good as an active part of their lives, and not just who's a nice guy, but who do you know who practices doing good, who practices being available. They're not always easy to find, but they are out there. I've found them many times in my own life. And it's a little bit like, finding a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. You got to find a rainbow first, and then you got to. Yeah, you ask tough questions.
My bad.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's a good question. There are certainly organizations that specialize in being supportive, but I think there's just people among us who, if you look at them and go, okay, is this somebody who acts like a really great human being should act, and align yourself with them. I don't know. This is, you could ask me when I'm awake.
Yeah, what's your favorite color? I don't know.
Oh, thank you, God. Plaid.
Classic.
So, I fumbled my way through that, but at least it took up a lot of time.
Time, everything's
Yeah.
perfect. Thank you.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate it.
Hello.
My name is Victoria, and I just wanted to know, what was it like going from a father-son relationship with Dean and Sam to
Who?
Sam and Dean to
Oh.
going to basically wanting nothing to do with them and literally telling Sam, "You're not a good leader. You shouldn't be in charge. I'm not proud of you."
Did I do that?
You're a Bobby's version.
Oh, AU Bobby. Yeah,
A version of Bobby.
yeah. The first couple of times I saw the term AU Bobby, I thought it was the symbol for gold. Gold Bobby, that's kind of cool. Well, I'll tell you, as an actor, I was not as crazy about that shift as I probably should have been, because that relationship between Bobby and Sam and Dean was so much a part of the character and so much a part of the show that excising it and just having somebody call Bobby who had different attitudes and different, or a lack of history, it wasn't as much fun to play. And, you know, I'm sure it dramatically it fulfilled a lot of needs, and it got me back on the show, which I was very happy about. But frankly, it was a little bit like coming on playing a completely different character. He didn't feel all that much like Bobby, except that he was just as irascible and grumpy, but you know, you get me, you kind of get grumpy, so, but it was not, I didn't feel as at home in the part, but I was still glad to do it because they paid rather well. And I got to be on the show with my friends in the cast and crew, so. If I had been writing the show, I would have figured something else out, maybe. And, probably would have been the end of Jared Jensen's careers, but just completely dispensed with those guys. But since I wasn't writing it, I was happy to do it. It just wasn't as happy to do it, if that makes sense.
Makes perfect sense.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, my name is Heather. I think I told you, like last year, that you're my favorite actor, you're my favorite person. You're also my mom's favorite person, as I told you. And she's really upset that she was supposed to come tomorrow and meet you, and she's been talking about it, but now she's not able to. So, I don't know if you could just say hi to Wendy so I can send her a video of you. And then I actually have a question too. Well, it's her question. She wants to know like, what you're doing now, if you have any projects coming up, what's going on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. What's her name?
Wendy.
Wendy?
Yeah.
Are you videoing now?
Yes.
Wendy, your daughter is videoing me and has not signed a release or any kind of contract. And so I just need you to know that you'll be hearing from my lawyer. If I could afford one. And she said you had a question, but that was seconds ago and I forgot that.
I want to know what you're doing now. now?
Oh, what am I doing now? I'll be appearing at a convention in New Brunswick. And, no, I'm in the midst of a very busy period. In March, I did a feature film called Rock and Doris Try to Write a Movie with Mary Lou Henner and Joe Rigobuto. And then the next day, practically, I was back in Toronto shooting the final episode of season 4 of The Boys. Oh, you've seen it. And currently, except for this actual weekend, I'm in New Mexico shooting a show called Outer Range with Josh Brolin. So I'm keeping kind of busy. Yeah.
Thank you so much, and I'll be waiting to hear from your lawyer.
Okay. Bye, Wendy. We'll miss you. Hi.
Hi, my name is Sophie, and I was wondering if you got reincarnated as an animal, what animal would you choose?
The sloth. I figure after all these years of being called one, I'd check it out.
You've always reminded me of a billy goat or an otter. There's no in between. And I mean it in the most loving way possible.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
Billy goat or an otter. Sexy creatures. You spend a lot of time on that one, would you? Billy goat and an otter. I bet if you put those together, you'd end up with a platypus.
You could be a platypus in your next life.
Why? Okay. Which animal would I be? Yeah, I think a sloth is because they sleep a lot, or at least this one would. So, otter, billy goat. Okay, thank you, darling. Hi.
Like a little schoolgirl. My question is, oh my God.
I don't know if it's because I've just gotten over a cold and I'm really clogged, but I'm having trouble hearing everybody. So maybe, I don't know if it's the sound system or if it's voices, but if you can pump it up, that'd be cool.
I can totally talk loud.
Okay.
Okay, my question is, the words, the inspirational words that have obviously touched everybody, idiots, balls, those things, were they your words or were they the creators of Supernatural's words? And do you use them in your personal life?
I tried to talk them out of them. I saw, in each case, I saw them in the script and I said, really? I don't want to say that, that's stupid. Or no, no. And as I've alluded to before, they brought up the subject of my paycheck. And I agreed to compromise by doing what they wanted. So yeah, I did not use either of those terms in my real life before, and outside of gatherings like this, I rarely do in my real life. Although I do confess that my